From the latest blockbusters to hidden gems, news and reviews, this is your destination for everything movies. Grab your choc top and popcorn, sit back and relax. And don't forget to switch your phone to silent.
Here we go.
It's Talking Flicks with JT and Grant Lee.
Yes, it's Friday. I love Fridays, not just because the weekend's here, but because we get to talk movies. I get to do it with this guy, Mr. Lee. Hello.
Well, hello, JT. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been a busy one. But yeah, no, I'm right. I'm here. How about you, Mr. Lee? I mean, you would be you'd be pretty exhausted after your Oriental travel, wouldn't you? Because yeah,
I am actually. I am very exhausted. I'm back at work, and it's like, oh, did I have a holiday or not? I can't remember. Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
Does this feel like was Tokyo? Was it? Is that?
Yeah,
Tokyo,
Osaka, Kyoto, and Hiroshima.
Konnichiwa is. I know that,
konnichiwa. Yes, and arigato.
Oh, very
arigato?
Good. Very good.
Arigato. You got to have that up at the top. I was told by a Japanese person, and he said, "Yeah, make sure you go the oh." I went, okay, so I always went arigato.
The most important question, Mr. Lee, has Japan heard of Talkin Flicks?
I will let you know a little secret. Hayley, which is my son's girlfriend, kept saying, I wonder if they've heard of Talking Flicks here. I wonder if
they have.
So we actually had big banners made, and at Shibuya crossing, which is the busiest crossing in the world, I actually changed all the LED signs and everything to Talking Flicks just
well
for
done,
you, JT.
Mr. Lee. Well done.
Yeah. It was only split second because it cost me enough just to do that once. It was 0.1 of a second. So, yeah.
See, I had Duncan here, and I just kept telling him how unprofessional you are, and you don't do your research. This time you're over there and you're doing it for the podcast.
I was listening.
Yeah,
I was listening.
Yeah, I know. You gave us a stream of 45 seconds. That was pretty much what we got, wasn't it, Mr. Lee?
Yes, it was. That was about it. I thought, no more. I can't give it to you anymore. So,
did you like my Mr. Lee laugh last week? That was good, wasn't it?
I did. It made me laugh, and I went, oh yeah, I do laugh like that. Which you don't realize how you laugh until you hear it back, and you just go, are you serious? I sound like that? Yeah.
I just thought we needed a bit more of you in the podcast, Mr. Lee. We missed you, so we had to bring you in. Yeah. So what did you get me? What did you get me? Where's my present?
Funny you should say that. I actually have it here.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I like it. What is it?
I have some chopsticks. They're chopsticks. They're Japanese chopsticks. Because I know you like to eat a lot of Japanese food, sushi and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
And noodles and ramen and all that. I must say, I was worried because I thought I put on weight while I was over there because I ate so much food. Like, I tell you, the food over there is amazing. You think food here is good? Wait until you go to Tokyo. It was out of this world, but I didn't put weight. I actually lost weight.
Well done, Mr. Lee. I'm very proud of you.
I was walking between 20 and 30,000 steps a day up and down the staircase.
I bet. Yeah.
Carrying bags. And
thank you for my gift. Which Kmart store did you get it from? Yeah. That's what I want to know. 95 cents.
It was the dollar shop. Anyway.
That's more like it, Mr. Lee. It's great to have you back. And you haven't changed.
Oh, no. I've still got it.
Well, welcome to Talkin Flicks, another massive show, as always, because this is what we do. A bit of a quiet week on the movie front, Mr. Lee, but we will get to that very soon. Some big movies still to come, though. We'll take a look at our top fives, because we haven't done that in a few weeks.
No, we haven't. We haven't been able to
because we've been on we've been in Japan mode. So we'll get into that. We've got some movie news on Moana. We'll look at the figures from the opening weekend. Also, my favorite Aussie actress. No, you know what? Screw it. My favorite actress.
Yes,
features in news.
Well, when I saw that this news came up, I went, I've got to include that because I know Jay absolutely loves this woman. And I think if he had a hall pass, if your partner, if she would let you have a hall pass, it would be definitely for this actress.
Definitely. So who is it? I mean, if you listen regularly enough, you know who it is. If you don't know, she will feature in movie news, and there's some risque. It's a bit risque, the news as well, Mr. Lee, that you managed to track down. So we'll get that a bit later on. Let's get into Talkin' Flicks, and let's look at some movies opening up this week. And we're starting with a movie it's foreign, but a lot of action in this movie.
It certainly is. It's our first Bollywood movie opening, and it's going to be opening in Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi with English subtitles. So just check your local cinema for what language is playing at what cinema. But it's called Pushpa, The Rule Part 2. And this is the clash between Pushpa and Bawawa Singh. And they've had rivalry happening for quite some time, for 2 movies now. And it's the epic conclusion of this epic rivalry that they've ever had. So Pushpa, The Rule Part 2, and the big one, which we have been talking about for so long now, and I'm so excited because your Nan she's been asking me, when is it? And I keep telling her, and I actually said to her just recently, it's this Sunday, Nan. This Sunday, Andre Rieu's 2024 Christmas concert, Gold and Silver, is on.
We've only just got back. How the hell did you two touch base that quickly? It's
the first thing I did was ring your Nan. It's just like, I had to catch up on all the goss.
How did you get a number?
What was happening.
What's going on here? There's something to know about, Mr. Lee?
We
been going through my phone again?
We don't know. We've been texting each other, and even when I was in Tokyo, I'd send her a quick text just to say, hi, how's everything going? You keeping that grandson of yours under control?
I hope you're not sending her special photos, Mr. Lee.
Of you and no.
I want to know where this is going. My poor Nan.
So anyway, Andre Rieu is on this weekend, this Sunday. Finally. And I know ticket sales have gone so well. It is going to be a huge concert, which every concert he does is always big in cinemas. So very exciting that he's finally going to be up on the screen. Now, also screening this week at the Forum 6 Cinema and the Odeon 5 in Orange is Wicked, Red 1, Gladiator 2, Heretic, Lee, Moana 2, which we talked about on our podcast last Wednesday. And I have to say, Chloe gave it 3 out of 5 choc top, so that's great. Venom, The Last Dance, and The Wild Robot, all playing this week at a cinema near you.
From every corner of the globe, let's find out what's reigning supreme in your backyard with the Talking Flicks Top 5.
I've missed doing this, Mr. Lee. It's nice to have the top fives back. What did we do in the last couple of weeks? What
because
did we
it was
do?
A bit hard. Like I had to do a very short version because I was 2 hours behind you, so it was trying to coordinate things to be able to do the podcast still, because it comes out at 12 o'clock on Friday, as we all know. It was 10 o'clock when I was doing it with you over in Japan. So it was just a bit hard. And because I was in kind of holiday mode, I had to make a shorter version of it. I'm sorry. And I didn't have access to my computer.
All I'm hearing is just excuses, Mr. Lee. I don't take excuses on this show. At the end of the day, you missed it for 2 weeks, so you better have some good top fives for us.
I was actually going to go to Japan for one, but
I'm surprised you didn't.
No.
Why didn't you?
Yeah, I thought you'd hassle me.
Yeah.
Because I thought you'd hassle me.
I know. I was going to go nice on you this show. See, if you do it next week, that's when you're going to cop it, right? So you should have done it this week.
Damn, I should have. I saw it and I went, no, Jay, it won't be good.
I said I'd go easy on you this week.
Different.
So they go easy. And you know I'm going to. So where are you going to take us? No, we're not going to Japan. Where are we going?
Well, you're off to Berlin, Germany this
great
week.
Place. Love a German sausage. You like
Berlin.
German sausages? They're really good, aren't they?
They are, but I do enjoy an Oktoberfest, having one of the beers, you know.
The pints, how good are they?
Yeah.
Huge.
I don't know how do they carry all those pints in their hand? Like all those glasses they've got them in. I don't know how they do it.
Well, let's see how the Germans go with their movies. What are they loving this week?
Well, they're loving number 4 is Deadpool Wolverine. Number 3 is Inside Out 2. Number 2 is Long Legs. And number 1 in Germany, Moana 2.
Now, you know you've got to wait for the drum roll, Mr. Lee.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot the drum roll. Oh, gee. Sorry. Should we take 2?
A bit out of practice.
This is live. This is live.
Well, so this is it. You know, you still didn't come to rehearsals or anything this week, so goodness nothing's changed there. Okay, well, I'll show you how a professional does this. Number 5 for the USA is the greatest Christmas pageant ever. I don't know where that one is for us, Mr. Lee. Tell me it's coming, please. No.
No, it's not. There's a story behind that, but anyway.
Number 4 is Red One. Number 3 is Gladiator 2. Number 2 is Wicked Part 1. And number 1 for the USA, that's how it's done, is Moana 2. Yeah, there you go. No surprises.
You're so good. Now, the top 5 for Australia. Get ready for that drum roll. Number 5 is Red One. Number 4 is Herrick. Number 3 is Gladiator 2. Number 2 is Wicked Part 1. And number 1 for Australia, Moana 2.
There you go. Yeah. Well done to Moana 2. But
thank you.
Geez, Wicked would be feeling a bit ripped off, wouldn't it? Because it's waited for its release. It drops. It gets 1 week at number 1. Well, we don't even know it was number 1 last week, but we didn't get the top 5s. But it was huge at the box office.
It was number 1.
Numbers.
Yeah, it was.
And now it's been knocked off already.
It's sad. Yeah, it is sad because it is a brilliant movie. It is so well done, and the songs, everything in it. But because kids loved the first one, which was 2016, the first one came out, people love The Rock. You can't beat him. Maybe they should have put The Rock in Wicked. He could have played the wizard.
He could have, yeah, instead of Jeff Goldblum. And he would have done a good job of that. Yeah, he's that type of guy. Okay, so let's look at numbers for the opening weekend for Moana 2 in some movie news. What are we looking at?
Yeah.
Let's look at some figures.
Yeah. Well, over the whole 4 days, which is what they look at a weekend, Australia for Moana 2 took $12.3 million. Now, to break that down further, this is the 3rd highest grossing animated weekend of all time, behind the Simpsons movie and Shrek 2. It's the highest grossing Walt Disney animated movie or Pixar opening weekend of all time, which is in front of Incredibles 2, which only took $10.6 million. Moana 2 is the highest grossing Saturday for an animated movie, ahead of Shrek 2. And I have to say, back in the day when Shrek was opening, it was massive. Shrek was huge. And I remember the lineup that we had was just insane. Now, this is the 2nd highest grossing opening weekend of 2024. This is behind Deadpool and Wolverine, which also was a Walt Disney movie. And it's the 6th highest opening post-pandemic movie since 2021. Is that when we reopened? 2020?
Yeah, it was about then. 2021. Yeah. Heading into 2022. So that's big. And
that's pretty big.
It's only the first weekend too. So we're still building on people going to see it. And school holidays are coming up as well. Christmas school holidays. So I'm thinking Moana could be doing well. But Wicked still, again, another one of those great movies to go and see. So at the moment, geez, there's a plethora of movies to go and see, isn't there? For the family.
There certainly is. Yeah, which is really good because at this time of year, when you've got things to do, and I won't go into detail what things to do, but mums and dads know what I'm talking about. It's good to set the kids off to the movie, watch a movie that they're going to enjoy. And as Chloe was saying last Wednesday, her 3-year-old sat through the whole movie of Moana 2, which is great.
Okay, let's talk about my favourite. Is she your favourite actress too? Margot Robbie.
She is one of my favourite actresses, and especially after Wolf on Wall Street, because we all know it was an R-rated movie for a reason. It wasn't just because of her full frontal nudity or anything like that. But she is a great actress, and she's very talented to be able to play, from Suicide Squad to, a 1950s housewife to, a part in Wolf on Wall Street opposite, what's his name? Can't think of his name.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's it, Leonardo.
Leo, yeah.
Yeah. So she is a talented woman, but she's just come out now saying that she was offered to cover up for the scene, to have a gown or like a dressing gown or something on over the top of her, but she didn't. She wanted to stay true to the character.
Let's have a listen.
He said, like if maybe you can be wearing a robe if you're not comfortable, and I was like, that is not what she would do in that scene. She would not put a robe on. The whole point is that she's going to come out completely naked. That's her like, that's the card she's playing right now.
Yeah, she did a great job. I wouldn't know. I didn't look at that scene. I just, I'm just so respectful. I just can't do it. Mr. Lee,
You
come on.
didn't blink at all, did you? You did not blink at all.
I'm sure it was a good scene. I don't
Now,
know that scene or the scene in the nursery. No, Tara wasn't. No, my wife Tara
she wasn't there.
No, she was not there. I'm sure she loves the movie though.
No.
I'm sure she loves Margot too. But
Can I tell you? I actually went and saw Wolf on Wall Street with my mother and father.
You did not. Oh,
I told my parents I was going to watch it, and they said, "Oh, can we come and watch it?" I went, "Okay." They ended up coming, and my mate and I were like,
I could just picture the 3 years in that scene in the nursery where she's got the. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. What a scene.
So you think it was awkward? It was awkward with my parents sitting right beside me. Like you just,
Yeah, you still haven't gotten over it, have you? Still.
No, I haven't.
Well, speaking of, your parents, Margot Robbie, how did she feel about her parents? Obviously with that scene.
I don't know. I was 21 when we made that film, I guess, or 22 when we shot. Anyways, I think it was too early on for me to be even assessing that. At that point, I was just like, how do I explain to my family before they realize that I've just done full frontal nudity? I think my bigger concerns weren't even how did I come across as an actor of like, oh gosh, everyone's going to see this. And I hadn't really appreciated that until that point.
Well, for only 21 or 22, she did a fantastic job. And and she said initially in the interview too, she said the movie wasn't about her. She said she thought all eyes would be on Leonardo DiCaprio because he's this big Hollywood star. She's this Aussie actress that's just come onto the scene, done Neighbours and whatnot. She didn't think that, but she blew up after that movie.
She did. Literally, she went into every movie.
And maybe it was those full frontal scenes. We'll never know. But everyone had all eyes on Margot Robbie after Wolf of Wall Street, and then she was in a whole bunch of other great movies. Another one with Will Smith, which I think was a bit raunchy as well. She likes those kinds of movies. Yeah, but now she's a mum now. She's had a baby.
Yes.
So
she's had a baby. So she might not be as raunchy as that. But actually, talking about, imagine if it was your sister on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
If it was a brother watching. Like, yes,
we're
talking about a mum and dad.
I couldn't watch it.
But if it was your sister, that you'd go, oh, this is awkward. It would be, wouldn't it?
She'll want to hope that her kids never come across that movie in the archives.
Yeah.
Otherwise it could be very awkward. That looks like Mummy.
So true.
I don't know why a kid would be watching that anyway, but
well, they'll have to wait until they're 18 because it's R-rated, so
definitely
they wouldn't be able to watch it until then. So, yeah.
Well, that's great news for Margot Robbie. Let's talk about some superhero movies, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, look, this is actually really interesting. And I think this is a really good marketing idea. So next week, we've got Craven the Hunter opens, which stars Aaron Taylor Johnston. And what they've done, Sony have released the first 8 minutes of the movie. So, of course, I watched it. Yeah, it sucked me right in. I want to know more about what's going to happen. In the first 8 minutes, he's actually in a jail and he's gone to do something in a jail and then he's got to get out of the jail. And in that short 8 minutes, he had killed quite a few people and he I won't say whether he got out or not because you got to watch the 8 minutes and go and watch the movie. But it really is an interesting movie. And I didn't realize it was a Marvel film until it started with the Marvel logo and all that. And I just went, oh, okay, this is really interesting. And the funny thing, too, is Aaron Taylor Johnson is the future James Bond actor as well.
Check out the Mr. James Bond to be. So what a great way to do it. We will talk more about that in just a tick because that is one of our movies for next week. Let's go around the screens, Mr. Lee, and see what's happening at the Odeon 5 in Orange and the Forum 6 cinemas in Wagga and Tamworth.
Yeah, look, we're close to Christmas now. It's only a few weeks away. And if you're stuck for a Christmas idea for that person that's really hard to buy for, why not get them a gift card? You can buy gift cards from $20 and up. You can buy them online and they're emailed directly to the person, or you can email it to yourself and then you can forward it on, or you can go into the cinema or have them posted to you, a physical card that they can use. And what a great stocking filler. If you're want to fill a stocking with, odds and ends, I have to say that is such a good thing to give someone a movie gift card that they can just go watch a movie on your, which is nice. And everyone enjoys movies.
Yeah, without a doubt. So I'm guessing that's what I'm getting for Christmas. That's what you've already organised. Is that?
I certainly have, and your chopsticks. That's it.
So, I don't get. They don't go well together, Mr. Lee. Those two things. I don't quite know how it works.
They don't.
But that's okay. Maybe I have some Japanese food or some Chinese food before going to a movie. So you have set me up nicely.
I have. You'll be perfect going in, having a bit of Japanese, then watching a movie.
I'll be honest. I was hoping you'd bring you back a snow globe, but I'm not going to be unappreciative. So thank you for those chopsticks. Yeah.
I was worried with the snow globe. I was worried I was going to break it because
you probably would.
That sort of stuff. Yeah.
5 minutes after you leave the shop.
Treated. I just didn't trust the luggage people, the airline, that they were going to not break it in my bag.
And the snow globe was probably $3 and the chopsticks were $2. So you looked at it and thought, go to chopsticks.
Gotcha. Would I spend that extra $1 on JT? No.
That's not. Thank you for your honesty, Mr. Lee. It's always appreciated on this show. Well, let's take a look at what's happening next week. And maybe you could use your gift card on some of these movies coming up. Craven the Hunter. This is what we just spoke about before. Russell Crowe's in this one, as well as Aaron Taylor Johnson. And Mr. Lee's a big fan. So that is out next week.
Yes, that one. And also The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim. Is that it? It's an animated fantasy action, and it's actually set 183 years before the events of the original trilogy. So what a great idea to make it animated.
Yeah, it's something a bit different because the Lord of the Rings franchise was huge. Bilbo Baggins. And
it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was massive. I can remember that was at the Regent that we had that open, and we had to wait 3 years for each one because they opened Boxing Day, and everyone was just packed out. So yeah,
I love the music in it as well, and just some of the costumes and the scenery, because a lot of the Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand, wasn't it? That was a lot of the backdrop for it, and it just the picturesque backdrops, and it just brings it all to life. So that would be interesting to see what they can do with this when they're turning it into an animation. I would like to see how that all plays out.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. And did you know, if you ever visit New Zealand, you can go to Hobbiton and actually visit the set, because they've got it as a thing now. You can go visit.
And I have no doubt you've already been there, taking a selfie in front of it. Yeah. What year was
I
that?
haven't actually.
You haven't?
Yeah, no, I have been to New Zealand, but it was before all the Lord of the Rings trilogies and all that, so I didn't get to see it.
I could imagine how long ago it was. I'm surprised you remember it. But but with that said, though, Mr. Lee, I'm sure it's on your bucket list of things to do. Because you've become quite the traveller now, the grey nomad.
Actually.
So who knows? I'm
Yes.
sure New Zealand will be on the card somewhere for you in the near distant future. And just for our Talkin' Flicks to listeners, I will still be here when Mr. Lee is gone again. When he decides to piss off on us again at some point, I'm sure it won't be too far away. Apparently, he's already planned more holidays.
Yes, I have. And I will have to take my laptop and my mic with me again and just do it remotely.
No, I don't think so. We'll just cut you off. We'll bring Duncan back.
Well, the way Duncan was talking, it sounded like he wanted to get rid of me and take my job. So, yeah, look out, me. God. But Duncan did a great job. He did do a good job. So,
Well, if you want to be like Duncan and be a Talkin' Flick star, make sure you get details in forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Fill out the form, and I have given Mr. Lee's credit card back to him so he can buy the tickets again. Did you check the bill? You didn't check your bill for anything? Did you find anything?
No.
Nothing was sus on there, was it?
There was a lot of extra little bits, which after this, I'm going to actually talk to you about what you've bought. And I don't understand why you bought that little special treat for Tara. So anyway, we'll talk about that after.
Thank you for your card. Okay. At Talkin' Flicks the next week, and I'm looking forward to this one, Jake, to see Heretic, which is the new Hugh Grant film. This is the creepy one he's in, which we spoke about on Wednesday, a bit of a preview of that one. We've already heard a bit about it, and yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be good, so I'm looking forward to hearing his thoughts.
Yeah, me too, because as we know, Hugh Grant normally doesn't do horror movies. He's normally doing the rom-coms or comedies. So for him to do that, it's going to be very interesting to see what he's like. So it'll be good to hear Jake's opinion of that movie. So looking forward to it.
That is Wednesday at midday. And as I said again, go online if you would like to be a Talkin' Flickster to the Talkin' Flicks page on odeon5.com.au or forum6.com.au. Well, Mr. Lee, that's pretty much us done and dusted. Isn't that sad? Yeah, all over and done with.
It goes so quick, doesn't it?
It does.
It goes too quick.
I just feel like we could just keep going, but I don't think we have time. I think we have to go, sadly.
Which is very sad. But good news, we'll be back next Wednesday at midday with Jake and the Talking Flickster. So it won't be long. We'll be able to chat again.
Mr. Lee, what's on for the weekend? What's happening? Fill me in there.
Yeah, actually not much this weekend. It is catch-ups out in the garden, and I want to go see a couple of movies that I really am hanging to watch. Wicket, I haven't seen it yet because it came out while I was away, so it'd be good to catch up with that. How about you, sir? What are you up to?
Just lots of kids stuff this weekend as usual. Doing all the getting ready for Christmas too. Like there's a lot of Christmas shopping going on, which has been. Yeah, and we set up the bloody Christmas tree and things like that. Had Christmas music in the car the other day. I can tell you now, Miss Lee, I felt like putting my head through the window. So,
no. We start Christmas music too early, don't we?
We do. I've already been Whamageddoned, and it was pretty much on December 1, so I'm out of the game. But look, we will catch you on Wednesday at midday, as Mr. Lee said. Have a lovely weekend, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, you too, JT, and I'll talk to you then.
Bye for now.
Want more Talking Flicks? Get your fix with every episode anywhere, anytime. Just search Talkin' Flicks on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.
What were we going to say, Mr. Lee?
I was just going to say Christmas shopping and things like that, when parents go Christmas shopping and, surprise their kids and all that. That was what I was meaning.
Oh, good. I'm glad we extended the episode for that. Catch you next week.
Bye.